Aloha guys, so today we're going to be talking about the two types of properties that are offered in the state of Hawaii. Fee simple properties and leasehold properties, so let's get to it. Fee simple properties is the most common real estate purchase in the state of Hawaii, and you will see why in a minute. So when you acquire fee simple property, you own the property and the land. The beauty of fee simple property is that you will own the land and the property forever or until you decide to sell it. So now let's explore leasehold. So when you acquire leasehold property, you own your property, but you do not own the land. The land will always belong to someone else, which in this case will be the landowner. Because you do not own the land, you will have to pay a monthly rent on the land. So the rent will vary per property. I've seen lease agreements to where the rent is $50 a month, and there are other lease agreements to where the lease is about $3,000 a month. The expiration date and the renegotiation date of the land is extremely important. First, let's go over the renegotiation date. So if you acquire leasehold property today and your payment is about $500 a month, expect that payment to go up in the next 3 years from now. So your lease is up, right? So all leasehold agreements have an expiration date. When you own a leasehold property, it's basically a long-term rental. When the lease expires, three things can happen. So let's go over them. The landowner can say, well, you know what? You can stay here for 5 and 10 years and extend your lease. He can decide to sell you the fee, which in this case will be ideal. But the worst case scenario is that the property wants to surrender his property back. This means that he wants his lease back. So any of the remodelings or whatever you spend on the property, you will most likely see no return. Financing can be very, very challenging. The bank is going to want to see 5 years plus after the expiration date on the lease. So things can get a little bit complicated when it comes down to financing. So if you're exploring your options and you do not know whether to get leasehold property or fee simple property, I will be more than happy to help you decide. There are so many things that come along with the leasehold agreement that you really want somebody that can, take you by the hand and go over everything that needs to happen in order to get that property in Hawaii. I hope that you and I can get together in the future, talk about your goals and your dreams of ownership property here in Hawaii, and I look forward to connecting with you in the future. Aloha!